Has your writing productivity declined? Has it disappeared? Finishing a book may not be the problem. Maybe you're having trouble getting started. Maybe you're wanting to increase your word count. Let's talk about how you can increase your word count whether you are trying to finish a book or not. Hi, I'm Aisha, and my mission is to mobilize you, the Christian writer, so that you can share your unique voice with the world. I will be bringing you writing tips and godly encouragement. Before we begin, I just want to let you know that your sisters in Christ are waiting for you in the Writing with Power community. And guess what? It's free to join. So come join us as we write together and encourage each other in the Lord. It is free to you. I will leave the information in the description box if you are interested. So let's talk about 3 ways that you can increase your productivity during your writing sessions. First, let's talk about sprints. Sprints are meant to be short, focused bursts of writing that allow you to get more words written in a certain amount of time. So first, you want to think about how long do you want to write. You're going to take that time and divide it evenly, and don't forget to add in your breaks. After you have planned out how long you want to write, maybe it's 45 minutes, maybe it's an hour. And usually an hour might be easier because you can plan 3 15-minute sprints and then have breaks in between those. But a sprint can be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes. You decide how long you want to write and then plan out that time evenly. And of course, I encourage you to have a timer so that you don't have to keep looking at the clock. Remember, you want to be focused during this time. So have a timer set up for however long that you're planning to write. And if you can get like a Pomodoro timer, that's even better because you can set up your sprint time and your break times. And the alarms will alert you so that you don't have to keep track of that time. All you need to focus on during that time is your writing. And also, sprints help you build stamina for writing. So maybe you're thinking, I can only write 15 minutes a day. Take that 15 minutes and start writing. And usually when I set 15 minutes or 20 minutes, I'm always going over that time. But just for you to get started, try 15-minute sprints to start building your writing stamina. Another way to have a productive writing session is thinking about page counts. Maybe you don't know how many words you want to write each day, but you can decide how many pages you want to write each day. So first, you want to think about how many pages you want to write in total. Is it 150 pages? Is it 100 pages? Is it 50 pages? You want to think about how many pages you want to write in total. After you know how many pages you want to write in total, then you want to divide that by how long you want to write. Are you going to write for a month? Are you going to write for 90 days? You're going to think about how many pages you need so that you can complete your project in the time frame that you want. And of course, I always encourage writers to keep a journal. Now, let me say, when you write on paper, it's different than when you are writing on a digital document. Usually, when I write on paper, the page counts do not match what comes out on a digital document because I write larger than what the font would be for a book that I'm writing. So if you write 6 pages in a notebook, it most likely is not going to be the same as the digital document. And if you decide that you want to turn your writing into a book one day, you may have less pages than you thought you have. So I encourage you to see how many pages you have by using a digital document. And you can use Google Docs, which is free. I also like these because they keep my word counts, which is how I usually track my writing. But they also keep the page count. And right now I'm using the Living Writer app. I can use that on desktop or on my phone, and it keeps all of my information in one place so that I can have continuous writing. So if I am out and I have some spare time, I can write in the app. If I'm home, I can use my laptop. And if you are interested in learning more about the Living Writer app, I will include that information in the description box for you. but just letting you know that is another way that I keep track of my page count. Another way to have a productive writing session is writing by chapter. And I think anyone who can write by chapter has a special gift. I do not have that gift. I cannot write by chapter. I'm the type of person, I just keep writing until my story and my characters reveal my chapters. But if this is something that you can do, I would suggest having an outline that you can follow so that you can keep the flow of your writing. And if you're going to do an outline for your plan, give yourself some time to really outline, to really think about your characters, to think about your plot, to think about your setting. I would definitely give myself a few weeks or a month so that I could definitely plan out what I want in each chapter. And this way, you know, before it's too late, if there are going to be some major changes in your story. I've seen some writers who have 20 plus pages in their outline. I just don't have the patience to do that, but I think that that is a gift when you can truly sit down and outline for 20 pages or more where you want your story to go. This is something that I do want to try at some point. I know some people have called their outlines their story Bible, and that just means that they have built these worlds and these characters and all these things that go along with their story, and that's what they refer to as they write. And again, I think that is a gift when someone can plan that way. So that's just an idea for you. If you are planning to write by chapter, create an outline so that you don't get lost in the story and that you don't get lost in the flow of writing. So let's recap. If you want your writing sessions to be more productive, you want to have some tools in your tool belt that will help you keep the flow of writing. So try sprinting, those short, focused bursts of writing that help you build your writing stamina. Decide how many sprints you want to complete based on your word count goals or the amount of time that you want to write. And of course, think about page count. How many pages do you want to write each day? How many pages do you want to complete by the end of the month? When you are thinking about page count, you want to think about how many pages you want to end up with, and then you divide that by how long you want to write. And of course, you can write by chapter. I truly believe that writing by chapter is a gift. Try planning out your chapters first so that you can keep the flow of your writing and meet your deadlines. I hope this video has sparked some ideas for you. If it has, would you let me know in the comments, what have you used? What are you using? What are you going to use? Also, remember your writing sisters are waiting for you in the Writing with Power community. It is free to join, and I left the information in the description box. It is always a pleasure to meet you here, and until next time, happy writing.